Allow me to remind you that an epidemic of unknown origin has already eradicated a few genuinely distinctive towns in the northern part of the country. The cause and circumstances of these tragic events remain uncertain. There is a lot that we cannot explain yet. It appears as though the plague has a mind of its own, as if it is driven by some irrepressible will. Why else has no one managed to fight it successfully? Why does it target the most precious aspects of our existence? The sand plague picks its victims fastidiously, and the same principle always draws it back to whoever tries to oppose it. Surprisingly, we've yet to hear a single word from the powers that be.
Right back in a moment here. I just remembered I need to get a charger for my phone. Alright, I'm back. And in case you want to know why I'm concerned about keeping my phone charged, it's because how I keep an eye on chat is on my phone, because in window, Pathologic won't be played in window mode, and I don't have any other game. Let me think. Yeah, and I don't have another monitor, so this way I can keep an eye on the chat and hopefully, be there. I like interacting with chat. It's fun. It's part of the reason why I've been streaming. Load game. Oh boy, I don't know where I am or what I'm doing. Oh wait, I think I do now. Yes. 45. Yes. I've no idea what I'm doing on this day. I'm like completely blind, and it's like cool, but it's also harrowing because I know if I fail, I can get somebody sick. Actually, I think if I looked... No. Today's quest. T, yes. It's Victor Kane is in danger. Alright. I can talk to Vlad. Yes. L. A message from Gregory Kane. He doesn't know where his father's body is. Which I agree would probably... his father. His brother's. It's his twin brother's body. Which I will agree Oh boy, that really helped. Now I just have to pee. No, that's not what happened, but I'm gonna pretend it is. Alright, here we go. Well, it's something. I don't know if it's useful, but it's something. Alright. Well, there's a kid. I don't think she has anything I need or want. E. E is interact. Shall we barter? Revolver ammo. Price 3, price 5, price 1. I have 1 lockpick. Place 3. That's 6, and that will be enough for both of these. Yeah. I don't know if that's really what I need. Okay, I got a lot of medicine, and I don't know what to do with it. So until then, I'm gonna keep my stuff. She'll repair me. And be creepy, too. I think this guy just says nothing. Oh, I'm so paranoid about the time and stuff. But at the same time, I don't know what else to do. Maybe doing this will lead me to my main quest. I mean, maybe. Am I going the right? Yes, I am. I am learning the map. See, an old dog can learn new tricks. Why did I... And no, I mean, yeah, probably he'd say that. But I'm not gonna say it, because I ain't about that. And if I have to, I will smack him. Hi, dude. I'm sick. I'm in agony. My head seems to have filled with lead. My insides burn. Could you please donate a couple of coins for me to cure myself and my family? I'll repay you. I'll spread the word of your untold magnanimity. Take it. Yay. Do you have anything else to say? No, you're just gonna be weird. Great. Guess this district's infected next. Let me talk to you, weirdo.
Don't tell me that's not what you were expecting.
I managed to settle the matter. Victor will no longer insist on inspecting the termitary. I'll keep my word. Honoring the vulnerable Simon's remains is our mutual goal. We are bound by the same grief. There is a ripper, perhaps even more than one, on the loose in the knots. I think they're runaway butchers. Runaway butchers? Or those few who were unlucky enough to find themselves outside the termitary was blocked off. Now they're hiding in town. I believe they're stealing the dead to use their bodies for divination. They have their own future-telling techniques. Still, what does Reuben have to do with this? I'm convinced that it was those people who stole the body from him. Are you interested in finding out where they could have taken it? Absolutely. To be honest, I'm not sure myself. One curious man managed to trace their path. It seems they have been carrying the dead to the spleen district. I'll mark the house on your map. If they resist, am I allowed to kill them? Not only kill, but take whatever possessions of theirs you may find in that house. Body snatchers are no longer protected by law, even if they happen to be butchers. Very well. Okay.
Did you hear that? Did it come from inside the well? Or am I getting the jitters?
Oh, it's been tough on all of us. It's strange how neat this place is, considering the earthworks. That is true. Hi. Oh, I guess it's loaded. Aye. Well then. I got a feeling he's just telling me to clean up his dirty work. Do his dirty work. Theater, the lump. I know that's where Ruben's supposed to be, but we'll see. Maybe I'll get something on the way. It's the middle of the day, I'm fine. Just paranoid. Fair enough. I do like the music in this game. It's pretty good. Especially for the time, given the tools they had for sound and the fact that they would have had limited resources, what with this being an indie game made more by artists than actual programmers. Which is something that... Okay. Making a game, artists can be programmers, but when that's not like... I think it's pretty obvious, given that this was not considered very good as far as looks and stuff goes, that they were more along the lines of no, won't let me use that. Okay. That, they just didn't have the programmers, which is fine. I mean, everything else is what makes this game so I have to adjust to this. Hopefully I'll do better and have more energy today. Who doesn't let you milk cows? Well, people say that cows have been oozing some ichor instead of milk lately. Auntie said she knows this for sure. And Mom nodded and added that Iga, the cook, agrees. And she's a stepwoman and all. She knows everything about cows. Iga even went as far to say that milk turned completely black. She's right. Doesn't sound like you should drink such milk. I'll check on your cows or assign this task to someone. Let's see what you got. Oh, yeah. Give me that ammo. By the end of this game, I'll be known as Rambo. Guess I'll look at Town Hall next, because I think that's where that might be where the main quest is. I'm guessing. I don't really know. You think I know crap? Nope. I'm trying to play this as blindly as possible. And play it well. This is obviously a game that's going on the don't give them everything sort of outlook. Otherwise, you'll spoil them. That guy looks sick, too. Are those sick men is that just the design for sick men? What can you tell me about the local cemetery? The cemetery? Why do you ask? The call of duty. Then it may be of interest to you that the local burial culture is extremely primitive. The late caretaker of the cemetery was a local, too. He encouraged the backward practices of illiterate herdsmen. The dead are still being buried carelessly. Carelessly? What do you mean by that? The body's always interred. The locals believe the earth to be the foremother. Only a select few get buried in the ground. The rest have to do without. Some are buried deeper, while others lie much closer to the surface. What do they do with bodies that aren't interred? The kin don't show anyone what they do to their dead. I never belonged to the kin anyway. The cemetery is perforated with holes. They drag the body inside, and in a day they pull out a leather parcel and pay the respects to the dead. Don't the local authorities care at all? The king governs itself. Big Vlad doesn't bother them as long as they keep generating profit. They're on their own. So what? They break no laws, so they're allowed to do whatever they want at home. They're a constitution unto themselves. They follow their ancestors' rights. This is utterly barbaric. When I said that, I totally stuck my nose up. You should have a rest. You look exhausted. The air here is detrimental to your health. Yes, that's just how this place is. Every breath threatens death. It's like walking through crossfire or a simple fire. What can you do? We have to. You have to. Would you be so kind as to explain to me what emergency is forcing you outside? We're looking for food. We're hungry. We need to check in on our relatives to see how they're doing. Secondly, staying in is even more terrifying. It feels safer outside. What if that thing engulfs the house like it did 5 years ago? It tended to just appear inside of the room back then by itself. Nonsense. Things do not appear by themselves. Yeah, I'll give him 100. Look at me, Mr. Charity. Like, freaking frack, just get some food. I think the entrance is on this side. Oh boy. Oh, weirdo. 5. 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. No. Cute. Is there anybody in here? Thought we said we were doing something here, dudes. Well, crap. It's not super off my goal, but it's just enough to be annoying. Alright. P, what is my health is max, my hunger is my exhaustion is like whatever. Oh, that's crouch. I was like, how do I speed up? Okay, it's in this house, but first, gonna look at clothes for the first time this game. Passions. Well, that didn't help. Or maybe it did. I can't tell anymore. Oh man, you guys are starting to look all the same. Huh. Hook. Needle. I'll get a hook and a needle. Sure. Inventory. Clothes. Yeah. I don't know how much it's going to help me, but it's something. Alright, I have no idea what I'm about to face here. So I'm going to quick save. No. I'm going to properly save because I don't trust quick saves. And I'm overriding things because... Oh, I hate this. Well, I don't think that's who I'm looking for. Pete. Well. I trust none of this. Oh, this is so disgusting. I hate this. Okay, then. Really, this place is really empty and I hate it. Cute. Is it Simon? Maybe I have to go in there properly again. Okay. I feel like I missed something. Like, does that matter? Okay, I think I'm gonna quick load because I don't know what I did there. Yes, the Bachelor's got to be fashionable. Otherwise, what's the point? You can't solve a plague if you don't know what, if you don't look cute. Just notice that. I'm like, I feel like I missed something and I'm not sure what. So I'm just going to pull out my gun. Try this again. Alright, I don't know if I got enough ammo for this bullshit. Inventory, weapon. Got a scalpel. I'm like, Exactly. I'm like, can I loot them? First other. Oh, no. It's drugs. I just dropped it instead of used it. Yep, I dropped it instead of used it. Okay, apparently they don't have anything on them. Yes, and carry a big gun. 'Cause he likes big guns. Quest. Is it Simon? Doesn't look very good. I hate this place. Already. Oh, hello. How you doing, huh? You don't look like you're doing so hot. I prescribe funeral. Don't know what's wrong with me. Other than a lot. I'm like, I don't even know if those can be looted. But I'm trying anyway because I'm like, fudge. That's a window. Well, I guess I got everything out of here I can. Now what? Okay, it doesn't seem to be registering that I was in here. Or something. Was I supposed to do something else? And the game decided to be stupid about it? Yes, game, I know I'm hungry. Oh, when you're playing an old game and you're like, I don't know. Did I do something wrong? Ugh. Oh well. Yeah, I figure that, well, let's just say many of my family have been in the medical professions, and morbid humor is how they stay sane sometimes. 'Cause, you know, or at least the ones who stay in medicine always seem to develop a morbid humor, and those who don't end up having to leave because they just can't. close your mouth. You'll eat a fly. Well, he likes watches, but... What am I gonna do next? I've been there. Maybe I should go back to Vlad Jr. Drugs. Clothes. Where is it? Yeah, that's falling apart. To something. I think that means I'm either losing or getting money, to be fair. Alright. Okay, let's see what this kind of shop is. Oh, it is a meat shop. I'm sort of getting really stupid hungry. And I feel like I should eat at least one thing. Dried meat. That's not too bad. Rations. Drop it on the ground. That gets it eaten real well, Dankovsky. Well, I guess that helped. Was that a spitting bucket? Now what? I don't know what's going on. Yay. Oh yes, I almost said PlayStation 2. Frack, I'm old. Anyway. Yes, Pathologic 2 was much easier to navigate, but I'm already getting a hold of this map. Because God, I feel like a jerk. Or a smartass when I say this. I'm generally really good at navigating places in video games. I know what I feel like. I feel like a braggart. There we go. I think the biggest confusion is that my brain wants to view it the way it is in Pathologic 2. Nope. No! I said no. But, Pathologic 2 is easier for a few different reasons. One is the visual cues are just executed better. I know why Dana likes kids. It's because he's taller than them. Anyway. Nope. He's like, yes, finally, I am taller. Don't think I can go through this door. Okay, I tried. I love that he's short and he's wearing platforms still.
Is the disease really
No. Frick, now what? Maybe I asked the Canes. Is this your brother's body? I can't tell. I never saw him. Also, he's kind of icky looking. It's like, it's harder to, when all their organs are gone, to figure it out. Also, after a few days, the body starts to look less and less like a human. Now that I think about it, my not only are my parents, not only is there a lot of people who have a lot of medical experience in my family, one of the big family friends. That's true. Most people do recognize by the face, not the organs. But here's the thing. Given the look and the sound of flies and stuff, I don't know if his face would be recognizable. Dude, fighting sucks. Give me stuff. Thank you. Ooh, this is blue. I never seen them. I don't know which. I think that's. I don't know. That's 2, so. 1, 2. Yay, I got blue tablets. But yeah, no, most of my family has been involved in medical care or is married to somebody involved in medical care. I don't know my dad's father's family because my dad's grandmother disowned him after because one, he didn't get married in a Catholic church, and 2, because not only did he not get married in a Catholic church, but he got married to a Lutheran in a Lutheran church, and she was pissed. Anyway, but we also have family friends that are morticians. So a lot of this stuff is just kind of like, yeah. There you go. Figure I'll do that. So it's like, dark humor's the thing. It's how you deal with it. Then okay. Do you know anything?
Yes?
Nope, that didn't help. Great. That's not what I wanted either. No. Is it cute? Body has been found. Is it Simon? No, today's quest. Oh. Ruben's letter! We need to plan the battle in advance, the battle being the test that lies before us. I will not give up without a fight, even if everyone else has come to terms with their mortality. We need to join our forces, Bachelor, and combine our diverse skills. Our enemy is invisible, ubiquitous, dissolved into the very things that we need to purify. The enemy seems vulnerable, but it's not invulnerable, but it's not imperceptible, and whatever terror it instills in us, explained simply by our lack of knowledge. If we are to destroy the enemy, we need to study it first. For this, we need to capture it. This is our first and foremost priority. Please forgive my reiteration of self-evident things like these. My only reason for spelling it all out is to better understand it myself. Our goals are not quite the same. I strive to save as many lives as possible, whereas you propose is to put an end to the outbreak. I've been told of your abiding desire to uncover the truth. I would gladly help you with that if you will help me achieve my goal. Together, we can eradicate the disease and save everything that might be saved. Stock, Reuben. P.S. You'll find me at my secret prosectorium in the warehouse district. The map is on the reverse of this letter. Nice. Thank you. Yeah, I would say Gregory would be... I know. I should take the dead body and hold it up against Gregory's face and look at them both for a bit to decide if it looks close enough. And Gregory's just going to have to deal with the smell. It's his fault for not bathing his brother. That's a family job, traditionally, is to be the one to clean the corpse. Let's talk to him, see if I can...
Who could have thought? A plague is staring us in the face. That's how much his demise means.
Oh, and I'm here going, a plague is staring us in the face. It's... I don't know. Who could have known? I mean, I just looked at the back of the box. Like people buy games in boxes anymore. They still do. I will, if I could. But it's so much easier with my inability to locomote myself places to just get it off Steam or something. You know, whatever it's available on. I found the body snatchers. They were runaway butchers. Did you find the body? A body dissected and disfigured. However, I find it hard to believe that it once belonged to your brother. I'll show you the building where I found it. I will send my people there at once. You have my gratitude. Be cautious. Oh, good. Money. It's a bitter errand to be the bearer of bad news. Although the body has been discovered, it has been mutilated beyond all recognition. Gregory would be thankful for any news at all, however dire it may be. Yet, something does not feel right. I don't know. What doesn't feel right? Maybe you forgot to scratch. Okay. You know, you got an itch to scratch there, Bachelor? Or maybe your panties are in a twist and you need to take care of that. Honestly, I don't know. I'm not a master of bachelorology. Yeah. Bullets. They think they can outsmart Bachelor, perhaps. But I dare them to outsmart Bullet. Never mind. I don't know what's wrong with me. Well, I mean... I noticed that if I carry the gun around, people run away from me. And I'm like, what? It's just a gun. It's not like I'm going to shoot you or I'm pointing it right at you. On that note, I need somebody to fix up my gun. God, is that what all that money I got is going to? Fixing up my gun. Oh, I think I need, like, the old man. Like, I think it's supposed to be a factory worker, but he looks like a sailor to me. But maybe that's because my great-great-dad was in the Navy. And that's when he got tattooed. Back in the early 1900s. But people would assume that he was a criminal. And then he'd be like, I was in the Navy. And then they'd say, oh, that's fine. But before that, they were like, ooh, you're a bad person. All right. Oh, put it away. You'll scare the kids, Bachelor. Oh, I guess I won't barter with you. right? Hey, little kid. It's 10 for Schmouter. Only. I know, it's a different game, so of course it is. 6, 8. Show me, little girl. Woo! Yeah, it is the jersey. So I'm glad I'm not, like, totally off the wall here by that statement, then. Like, it's not coming completely out of left field. I know! A Schmouter! I'm so excited. Wait. I almost forgot the most important thing. Save game because I got a Schmouter. Can't take that from me. That's okay. I'm like, I bet he's like, ugh. What is this concoction? Sticks his nose up to it. Is this a water tower? I mean, that's what it looks like to me, is like an old-fashioned water tower. But I don't know what it's supposed to be in the game. But to me, that looks like a old water tower, because I think in the US there's a total of like 7 really old water towers that were really decorative and stuff. And it's a certain style. There are like 7 left. One of them's in Chicago. And 3 of them are in St. Louis, which is basically where I'm from. Here, fishy fisherman. Oh well, if you won't come out, I guess I'll go see Ruben. Hey Ruben, can I steal your stuff? Oh, that's bloody. Oh God! I'm nipple height! Wait.
I'd rather not go looking for another hideout.
Okay.
I'm on my last legs. I can't take it anymore.
Yeah, we know. Dear colleague, by some happy coincidence, I managed to get my hands on a certain vessel that I believe can recover the pathogen from. Which means we are now all set to research the vaccine. But, odd as it may sound, I'd rather avoid tapping into that source I mentioned, unless I absolutely have to. I'd rather examine the samples that can be produced from dead tissue. I could just outright say things, but knowing Ruben, he'll just clam up. I love, though, that he's so much taller that normally I'm at nipple height, and if I just crouch a bit, I'm at, we'll call it waist height. Wait a moment. How can we possibly produce a vaccine with what scarce equipment we have? It won't be a vaccine per se, but rather a solution that might temporarily bolster the immune system. True, I don't have much in the way of equipment, but I have plenty of reagents, herbal tinctures, twirine infusions, by and large. At least we can expect to keep ourselves reasonably safe until better equipment team arrives. Where are we going to get the dead tissue from? I was going to ask you to bring a sample or 2 from one of the infected quarters, but be doubly careful, though, and make sure to get the dissection fully cleared with one of the rulers, else the risk will be twice as high as it needs to be. I'd go myself, but there's reasons that make it impossible for me to leave Simon's body unattended. That's some request. What is the additional danger you speak of? Dissection of a bodies is something the locals strongly disapprove of. For steppe people, the human body represents the world. Only a member of a special tangleur, buraq, to name one, is allowed to open it up. This is a caste-based privilege, you see. Ooh! Okay, I like this music. Oh. Does everyone in town share the same prejudice? No, of course not. But even those who are oblivious of sacred meanings of the kin's rituals would still oppose unsanctioned dissection, because it's traditionally inappropriate, a cultural taboo, if you will. An autopsy performed by anyone other than a true-born Menku is seen as blasphemy of the worst kind. Even incest is not as repulsive to them. What are the Menku? Translated loosely, men who set apart the parts of a whole. The Menku are adepts of the kin, butchers, surgeons, prophets, any occupation that has to do with knowledge, the separating of parts that comprise a whole. Fine, but I'm definitely not a Menku, so what am I supposed to do? Do pay a visit to Governor Sabaroff. I wouldn't go to Vlad if I were you. He's too resourceful, too inclined to drag you into his schemes. The Canes are also out of the question, as anything that leads Gregory to me would likely result in Simon's body being removed, and I still have a lot of work to do. Sounds reasonable. I'll see you soon. Yay. Alright, cute. I have today's quest. Woo! Enemy unseen. If I am to eradicate the enemy, I must study its habits and capture it. This will be no mean feat. As is customary, we need to perform an autopsy on someone who has already succumbed to the sand plague in order to procure a specimen of infected tissue. First and foremost, I need to secure Sabaroff's consent, lest any of the usual complications linked to working with dead bodies should arise. Yeah, apparently he's got Simon's body. I guess it's under here. Okay, well, I'm gonna save because I finally have the main goal for today. I knew I'd end up at going to Sabaroff's. Ugh, the pain in the butt. Where am I? I guess I'll go north. And then over, and then north again. Yes, I am going north, but I think I have to go around this way. God, I hate this warehouse district. Just saying. Crap, what time is it? Okay, it's only 2. Wow. I just love the way you walk, mister. It's totally the way a normal drunken man would walk. Not like somebody who's half man, half gorilla. I'm judging him. Right? Ugh. Like, I can get through it. It's just, like, is it even worth it? Hey, weird kid. I'll have a shotgun. And I'm not paying for one because it's way too expensive. But I might grab some meat. Meaty. Let's go in the meat place. Hey, do you have any meat? No, it's not a come on. I'm not sorry. That's a lot of money. Okay. Selling those, I think. Meat, egg, lemon, meat. I want to see if the vegetables are worth it. They're probably not. No, they're not. That's better. So far, dried fish seems to be the way to go in general. Oh, I keep trying to do this, like, it uses Pathologic, 2's keys. So I just hit Control with one of my knuckles to see, like, if it would light up Savrov's place. And it didn't. Because of course it didn't. It's not that kind of game. It's too old for that crap. I'm gonna check out. Oh. No, he wouldn't.
How's my brother? Any news on him?
Hats off to the fine guests. Do get intoxicated with us, you prisoner of science. I'm sorry, but you prisoner of science, I can't think of that said anyway, but by a rather, well, you know. Let's just say like some of my dad's friends. Listen, why does any attempt to examine a dead body lead to so many complications around here? A hole in any body is a very intimate thing. Even your natural orifices are better off closed or covered. Cover your mouth when you yawn, else the soul may fly out. Cower in the corner when you defecate. Cover yourself with a sheet in darkness when you copulate. It's the orifices rather than the people that make all those processes taboo. What? What are you driving at? And the unnatural holes, don't even get me started. God. Who can tell if a body wants to be opened? How is it meant to be cut? A caress only welcomes the touch of a master. The cut of a master follows the line that liberates the body from itself. I'm just sitting here like, I'm like, is this a weird come on? Is this just him fucking with the Bachelor? What is this, Andre? Haven't you ever, how do you put it, create unnatural holes in bodies? You seem to have mastered the art of knifing. The issue, my good Daniel, is I've mastered the art of penciling even better. Did you kill someone with a pencil? Save your salt for someone else's wound. If it were if only it were a man. It's just a theory, though. Let us drink to bold endeavors, Bachelor. Let us fucking open up everything that's supposed to lie hidden under wraps. Oh, that cheeky smile. No need to restrict ourselves. We may as well be hanged for a sheep as for a lamb. Drink ahead, and cheers to your liver. Yeah, probably
Who would
both.
have thought? The plague is on our doorstep. So, it has come to this.
I could just see him, like, like, when he was studying, health sciences or whatever Danko said he was doing. I was like, were you constantly asking him stupid questions just to annoy the crap out of him? And they're always about, you know, primary or secondary sexual characteristics. Is that what he was doing? Doc was like, wow, you're dumb, but you listen to me. Oh, you're drunk. That's why you're listening to me. No, I don't know. Hats off to the fine guy. Okay. If you care for your body so much, how come there's so many murderers roaming the streets? Am I not supposed to hurt them too? Bastards deserve to be exterminated. No one will push you for killing a criminal. An official decree was announced by Severov's men. So what? Are you planning to get your hands dirty too? And why not? Muggers and killers hold nothing sacred, so they are exempt from sacred laws and tradition. They pulled their knives first. You're free to disembowel them, tear their arms off, and perforate them to your heart's content. Glad to hear that.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Because, I don't know, you're the closest thing to a sane man, even though you're giving me shit all the time. Excuse me. Do you believe in prophecies, Andrei Stomatin? It depends. I agree this may seem inconsistent with materialism. On the other hand, when your own experience convinces you to their effectiveness, you have to take them into account. Have you been foretold something? The day before yesterday, Katerina foretold my untimely death. Katerina is not talentless. That means you'll die sooner or later. Nothing to be done about it. Spoken like a true optimist.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
You know you want the attention. You're not fooling anyone. Excuse me. A girl named Anna Angel lives in the neighborhood. Is she the angel of the thunderstorm fame? No, that was another one. Also called Angel, yeah. Do you think Anna is a singer? Ha! No one has ever heard her sing because she's not a singer at all. She's hiding from the powers that be here. And any noise scares her shitless. What was the crime? She claims to be a political case, but really, look at her. Does she look like she belongs to the underground? She has nothing to do with the February revolt. Oh. Although, when there's smoke, there's fire. I think the sweet girl used to serve as a cover for the Ace of Diamonds caravan. If my guess is right, I wonder what her position was. We're all monsters here, see? A town of freaks, Ace of Diamonds. There was a Gulong Knoll play about it. The Theater of Death, right? Right. The caravan. Don't you remember the kidnapping story? Accusation of thimble riggers. Have you forgotten that orgy in the Capitol? I'm sorry. The way I said that was like they were both there. They started killing street performers on sight. Our own Mark Immortel ended up on the run. Who is Mark Immortel? The director of our theater, a genius puppet master. He also directs masks. You should take a look. It's in the Morrow, Spin a Yarn Square. I'd like to know more about the local theater. If you haven't drunk your tongue out, that is. Immortal has dug out some ritual mask of an ancient steppe cult. Now he's having fun with them, and with himself. Thanks for that info. Claims that the local mimes can tell the future. As for me, I think he's making fun of the mistresses, and by extension, all of us. A motley buffoon. A buffoon, huh? That has mastered the art of puppeteering. Curious.
My condolences to the new governor.
Hey, I was just saying what, I first thought, because I have of ADHD, so sometimes it's really difficult for me to stop saying just what pops into my head first. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a lot better than I used to be. But it's taken a lot of work and finally getting medicated to be where I am today. What would you say about Maria? Maria, I'd say that the brilliance of her talent is going to surpass even Nina's one day. Maria will be grabbing stars by the handful while sipping Earth's magma. I'm putting great hopes in her. And please note, I seriously mean it. Not a hint of irony in my voice. I'm sorry. It's like, well, technically that's impossible. And I know it means what he said about her. But I'm like, the hint of irony, not a hint of irony of the voice is what I first thought. What is the nature of her talent? Every Kane possesses this gift, the ability to see the unseen and achieve the unachievable. The art doesn't have a name because very few people have mastered it. Maria is concealing her true power for the time being, but it's already become apparent she will stop at nothing when the time comes. Her sheer power will justify any despotism that would spring from it. Are you talking about her fortune-telling abilities? Why are you all so obsessed with fortune-telling? You can't tell a person's fortune. It's a common man's delight. Although you definitely can catch a glimpse of fortune of the people too weak to fight for it. Man is the sole architect of his fortune. No, I'm talking about the ability to drag the things that are naturally subtle and covert into the daylight. The Kanes can do that too. Yeah, sure. Please find the certificate verifying their dragging into daylight talents attached to their wall. It's no fucking child's play, not a trade that allows to start a small hole in the wall business. If you need illustrative magic tricks, go to the theater. Oh, got it. Oh god, yeah. Oh yeah, typing on any console is a pain. Makes sense. No need to get so angry.
There's nothing to talk about.
Oh, but I've got a whole list of things to talk to you about. I'm sorry, but you are my captive prisoner here, and you have to tell me everything. Andre, what's your opinion of Victor Kane? Victor is a natural-born ruler. He could be doing it all by himself. It's Victor, not Gregory, who is Simon's true heir. But he wants to leave this place to further his education and get a degree. Treachery, if you ask me. Aren't you being too harsh on him? Not at all. The Kanes may seem like an unpredictable petty tyrants, but we have them to thank for that horrendous civil war passing our town by. Powers that be, can't you see? Instead of building a utopia in this wreck of a country, they're tearing the last scraps of the good that had been done by their predecessors into even smaller scraps. Do you think it's easy to make a stand in a situation like this? Still can't see what Victor had to do with it. Somehow, and I can only explain it with sorcery, Simon was able to redirect the games that the powers that be play away from our modest town. They never paid attention to us, never violated us, never touched at us at all, and the town flourished. Victor was a good disciple to Simon. He'll manage to renew his achievement. Gregory won't. Yeah, I know, he would. He'd be like, don't threaten me with a good time. Oh, that little smirk. Then why hasn't Victor left yet? His love for Maria is holding him back. He sees Nina's ghost in her, after all. I can relate, too. Living in the town where everything reminds you of her is unbearable. But I'd rather see him grab the power and compel the town to make another turn, bring it upwards. It'll all work out in the end.
Why do you all come here to gawk at me?
Tell me about Grace. Grace, the corpse lover's daughter. What is there to tell? The daughter of the caretaker of the cemetery. He used to drink like a fish, and got his baby girl addicted to twirine too. Driven her mother to an early grave, and would have driven the daughter too, had he not died of that shit himself. He offered her twirine since she was a child. Uh-huh. She's not much of a talker. The dead offer her company more often than the living. She used to look after the graves since she was a child. That obviously messed with her little head. She's a guardian spirit of the local cemetery, just like Mother Superior is the guardian spirit of the termitary. Who is the Mother Superior? The daughter of the Commandant. She's like an ant queen of the whole Doss house. Rumor has it the monsters tend to her every need, spoon-feeding the girl. I'd like to have a look. Well, I never. I'm miming clutching pearls at the moment.
My condolences to the new governor.
I think you've had enough. Okay, that's the end of that conversation then. Well, I found out a lot of interesting stuff. And found out a lot of how, Andre sees the world. He is in a lot of ways a romantic, but not necessarily what modern thinkers think of a romantic. At least that's my interpretation so far. Okay. Like, I guess the proper thing to call it is like capital R romantic. Oh, great. I have to walk around. Thanks, game. Appreciate it. What the heck? Yeah, dude, have fun. I guess. Well, all I can think now is don't catch the plague, shithead. Well. Hello, idiot toad. I feel really weird just addressing somebody as idiot
The rabble
toad.
is completely out of control. They
Yeah.
must have been bottling up their lowly instincts for quite some time.
Thanks, Sabroff. Yes, he is very Byron-esque. Which? Romantic period in poetry. So, you know. God. It's so funny to think that a lot of times it's not uncommon for an anti-hero to actually be Byron-esque. And it's something I forget at times. But yeah, he's very Byron-esque. God. But I know what he'd do. Never mind. I was about to say something about him and Byron if they had coincided more closely. Alright. Alright, so here I need to talk to him. I need to work with dead bodies. I was told that this work demands your sanction. Is it true? I regret to say that no one can help you there. Local superstition prohibits any violation of a body's integrity. Add a cult of the dead on top. If they see you dissecting a corpse, they'll tear you to pieces. It has already happened once. How was such a bizarre tradition born? Yes, he is very much a dreamer. And look, as somebody who worked very strongly in STEM, when I was in education, when I was still doing education before my health got in the way, and from knowing people who study that kind of thing, they are not stoic at all. I mean, why else is one of the most famous historical scientists, I think it was Archimedes, who basically did a lot of the base work for engineering. Jumped out of the bathtub yelling Eureka and just ran through the street naked. That is not the actions of a stoic man. Also, most of them have a weird sense of humor. How was such a bizarre tradition born? I'm not the best expert on the kin. Ask the residents of the Earth's district. I'm sure they can tell you more. Although they're not particularly talkative. Ask Big Vlad. He's promised to assist you in every way. The cunning hypocrite. Very well. But I don't need dead tissue for my own entertainment. I need them in order to fight the disease. I understand, but there's nothing I can do. Let's pretend this conversation never happened. You might want to turn to your new acquaintances. As far as I can judge, they're ready to do anything you ask. I'll do that then. I should hope the infected districts have already reconsidered this reactionary prejudice stance. This difficulty could be resolved by some rather sinister people. I'm talking about butchers. Butchers, rather obviously, have no qualms about cutting bodies. Tradition gives them a hereditary right to perform this sacred act. I've had the pleasure of meeting one of them, and he was a fugitive criminal. Yeah, I find it really hard not to read. I also find it really hard not to read what he says is impassioned. You know. Although I also read it as sometimes he wishes he wasn't so. He was more stoic and the perfect embodiment. I can already tell. I've met this dude in college, and I wanted to punch him. But, playing from his point of view, I'm understanding him more. Of course, Olgensky had them locked up after another of their strikes. However, it is said that on the eve of the blockade, a group of butchers did not make it back to the termitary on time. Someone is hiding them. There's a house here in Earth whose dwellers know who it is. Take a chance. Thank you. Excellent advice. All right. This house has long become the secret shelter of the Bull Project workers that have angered Vlad the Heavy somehow. Runaway butchers go there too. Cute. Alright. If I can reach an agreement with the concealers, then the runaway butchers might help to provide dead bodies for my autopsies. I have heard rumor of a house here, somewhere in Earth, where the criminal workers of the abattoir go into hiding. Okay. Well, I think... No. L. I'm going to look... Okay, I only have 2 letters.
Is there really
Yeah.
a way to cure the disease?
Yeah. I think he's supposed to be punchable at times. They must have. No, there's like, I don't know if either of you have gone into STEM studies, but there's this certain breed, in the United States at least, of white man with money that they're so sure they're right every time. And sometimes they are, but when they're wrong, they'll never admit it. Or if you say something as a girl in college, they will immediately say it again as if they were the ones to come up with that brilliant deduction. Even when it's an induction, not a never mind. Anyway. Though they're not as insufferable as guys who go into history to study just World War II and how the U.S. is amazing. And I'm like, Russia pretty much won the European theater. Anyway. Then you are very lucky. And I'm like, Russia pretty much finished the European theater at the Battle of Kursk. And we had already won, and then we decided to do a crime against humanity. So there's your history lesson of the day.
Show how big our dick is.
Yes, to just show how big our American dick is. Oh, one second, I'm helping my friend. Oh, come. Yeah, I know. But it's my mom instinct, okay? I never want children, but I will mom people. I have that mom friend vibe. Sorry about that. We are doing worse than ever. The infection is spreading. What makes you say that? The disease is spreading quickly. The neighboring district is almost entirely steeped in infection by now. Even though the powers that be have informed me that help is on the way, I doubt they're aware of the rate of the spread. But let's not lose hope. What are you working on now? I intend to start studying the pathologic culture now. Is that the fandom's culture?
That's the name of the game.
I know it's the name of the game. Sorry. No, my name is not Laura Ravel. But, you know, I kind of agree with her on that. On some of the ways she behaves. Although I have learned not to be so self-sacrificing. That it just breeds a resentment in me. That, you know, you have to understand, if you give help freely, that doesn't, you know, you give it freely, and it doesn't require that they give you help in return. There, some old person knowledge. Anyway. What kind of help can I offer you? I need equipment. I found out by chance that Isidore's laboratory was ransacked during recent riots. I'd be grateful if you found the perpetrators and confiscated what they had looted. Yes, I've heard that. They're already being investigated. However, I would not call Barak's dwelling a laboratory. It was more of a workshop. Wow, you're really bug-eyed. There weren't so many valuables there. Still, I will let you know when the stolen items are recovered. Thank you.
What has this town turned into? Truly a country of contradictions.
I guess. Your wife says the strangest things. Do you think so? Have you met Clara yet, Bachelor? I've heard her described as a zealous person with a mesmerizing voice and hands that can heal any affliction. So it's true. Clara really does possess unusual abilities. It's true that she can inspire love and trust at first sight. It's also true that her touch is imbued with a remarkable energy, a healing power. However, the nature of that power remains a mystery to me. What's your own opinion of her? I've long been paying special attention to that girl, but I repeat, I still know nothing about her despite having talked to her throughout the last few days. I cannot explain the facts I have witnessed. It would be interesting to hear your opinion. It's curious. Somehow I knew you would want me to run into her at some point. I just wanted to find out how well you know her. I've heard some rumors, and I know by now what local gossip is worth. Not to be ignored, but not to be taken literally either, if one cares for one's sanity.
The rabble is completely out of control.
Yeah. I hate you, Sabroff. I hope you're aware of that. Great, what time is it? It's 3. I'll see if your wife has anything interesting or new to say. Frog. Ah! Well, hello, weirdo.
What is this disease?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I was a little surprised to see her. You're a lucky person, Bachelor Denkovsky. Well, I'm most certainly not. Can I help you? Who can grant me the permission to work with dead bodies? A body is a riddle. Only a butcher knows how to disjoint the wholeness of a bull carcass. There are but a few people in the kin who can dissect a man, the wardens, whose families have been keeping this rite for many generations. Isidore Buruk was one of them. His knives pierced many a body, and always with great success. I don't need an autopsy. I only need to extract a blood sample. Still, dissecting the dead is taboo. It's not a rule, but rather a custom, with its meaning long forgotten. Some people on Earth still preserve the memory of terrible nature of this knowledge. Lucky for you, the majority of the patrol guard volunteers are steppe people. That's fair. I'm gonna do them in order, like Bachelor, Horospex, and then Clara. I heard that her quests get a little samey in the middle, and that's a little weird, probably because of time constraints, but she does sound really fun, from what I've heard. But that's all I know about Clara. And what I've seen of her in Pathologic, too. You mean the patrol wouldn't just be passive, but would rather actively try to murder me for doing our common job? In that case, how are they any helpful at all? Who can I rely on? Few people whose fates are now bound to yours will always be there to help you. Your fame is getting greater and greater by the day. They'll be eager to give you anything you might need and offer their advice. But they wouldn't help me work with dead tissue. To examine dead bodies at your own risk. If you're spotted, just do your best to flee the scene before you're attacked. Find the clothes that would hide your identity. Although I'm no position to give such advice. I haven't been outside for a long time. I'm about what's inside. Thank you. Oh. Clothes. Oh, she gave me something.
Yes.
The end is nigh. Why? 3 ends, actually. It can end in 3 different ways. The town has been teetering on the verge for far too long, balancing on the edge, like a ball trying to choose one of 3 pockets. If it doesn't fall into one of them soon, the edge will rip it apart. The body will rot with bloody mold. The plague will devour this land. Are you perhaps unwell? Your pupils are dilated. Simon's woven extra shares of love and hate into this town, his genius keeping the feelings of those who adhered to the 3 different principles in check. He knew how to derive benefit from their contrariety. Now discord has become meaningless. Like the town itself, the 3-pointed Tangleur is frozen in a deadly stalemate. The town's fall is inevitable. Could you please explain what exactly you're trying to say? Simon has built a puzzle. Yes, I do love the horospecs. He's like, I'm not sure I know how to love. And then he adopts every freaking kid. I'm like, dude, that's called love. But then again, I've not played them in Pathologic 1. I know there's some differences. I also know that in Pathologic 2, they specifically stated that the goal of the Bachelor story was, I mean, not the Bachelor, the Horospex story was a story about love. And it's nice to see a story about love that's not like about romantic love. For once. Simon has built a puzzle. Everybody he bound were generally utopians or termites. But I insisted he built the town as a triangle, and so I declare loyalty to the 3rd idea. The faith of humility. I am their mistress. There is neither heat nor cold anymore. There is only earth. Why the big words? Or have I accidentally just overheard something and not intended for my ears at all? I suggest you make up your mind. Simon's death untied the connections. People got loose like stitches of poorly knitted sweater. You know of 3 wills and 3 ideas they adhere to. Someone will have to die, while another will live. Or will it be others? I suspect you will have a say in the matter, Bachelor Dunkovsky. I refuse to become anyone's death. Please be so kind to notice. There stands a girl. Her name is Clara. And it's within her hands to tie or untie our fate. It's fine if you don't want to help. She will make sure that the new balance that arises is proper. Yeah, I bought it on sale earlier this year, and I've done multiple playthroughs. I really dig it. And my income's fixed, so I got this when it was on sale, and I was really happy because I wanted to stream this. How? This blessed girl has the power to decide who lives and who dies. She has the right My spouse and I trust her. She is the emissary of fate, a guardian angel, not a harbinger like I used to think, but rather a miracle maker. Wait a minute. What am I supposed to do? Keep in mind the 3 outcomes, please. The town is so overburdened. It's filled with too many unnecessary things. So reconfigure the fates. Our path will be decided by a new list abound, as shall the future outlook of our miserable little world. Speak to the dazzling Maria about this, if you will. You need to have some sleep, Katrina. Katerina, you have a fever. Ooh, executor cosplay would be really cool, but I've never done cosplay. So I can't tell you anything on that. That's up to you.
I need...
Alright, now it's time to talk to Clara.
Why are you giving me that look? I don't bite.
I don't know, the way you're animated, you look like you're gonna bite me. Like you're gonna reach through. Either that or a fly's gonna fly into your mouth and then you'll have eaten a bug. I shall see to it that the people of Gobo's Tangler, who will of necessity have to surrender their lives to me. I do not like that phrase. I will not have given them in vain. The new generation will not include mortal enemies. The new world will be built on a universal love and concord. Are you intending to build a new world? Yes. We'll exterminate all those who try to play the antagonism of day and night, or of reason and earth, to their own advantage. We'll exterminate those who made the Ogemski and Kane clans banners of this war. We'll exterminate those who use the powers of dream mistresses and the will of the heads of houses to fan the flames of meaningless strife. It really is a phenomenal game. I've almost got all the achievements for that game. I need to do the one where I've had all the dreams. I need to do the one that involves finding all the piano players. And I need to do the one where I get the bad ending. Where I take the deal. And I think that's all the achievements I have left. Because I'm that person. Also, the game's great. Also, I noticed in Pathologic 2, when doing the Wii achievement. Oh, it's a lot less janky. Sometimes it's not smooth, or I've had to close and restart the game because a quest didn't progress as properly should because of glitches, but usually closing the game and restarting it fixes it. I found that one too late because I've got a playthrough on my YouTube and I'm stuck on this day, in part because it doesn't do it properly, because I was not going to let Taya Taichi die. And certain parts of the plot and certain characters have been rewritten. And stuff like that. But it's generally similar beats, from what I've heard. Like, I know what you do as the Haruspecs. Your quests are very different. But, oh my god. The diagnosis and healing system, I love it so much. To what end? Someone's going to have to cleanse away the filth. The party of the humbles will lay itself upon the altar of the common good, and people will hate us instead of mourning our sacrifice. Only those we take with us will grow to love us. This is what will be. Thus I say, and the mistress heeds my words. So how are you going to cleanse away the filth? They'll exterminate themselves. Everyone is at risk now, and death will more than once reign in scythe over many. And these days death is bound to raise its scythe above every link of the tangler. But since we foresaw these moments, we'll mercifully save many from this terrible reaping. Hang on. Has Governor Sabaroff heard this ditribble yet?
Yes?
Yeah. I can see why you hate her, Dan.
Eyes look just like
I mean, it's interesting, but I could totally see why Dan Aldakovsky is like, fuck this, to her. Okay, I know which way I'm going. Hey girl, got any bullets? That's me talking to them, not the Bachelor, by the way. I will say this, what's really fun is the plague is so different. Yeah. Oh. Hi. Let me double check this. Yeah, my gun is good. Yeah. And a lot of that is probably what they've learned from making this game, combined with the way technology has allowed games to evolve. Well, nobody wants to go in that house, apparently, or nobody wants you to come in. Oh, that's the back of his house. It's his bar. Yeah, this is more or less the right way. Oh, what is that sound? I've already traded with you. I don't know what that weird noise is. If it's just there to make me... Oh yeah, for me I'm doing it the opposite order, and I really do like this. I think part of why I like this is because, or at least I like it this much, is because it is very different, and a combination of a lot of the weird jankiness doesn't bug me too much once I got back into the mindset, because I come from that time period when, I mean, one of the first non-puzzle games I got to play as a child, and I'm talking like 7, is Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, and it was a Game Boy brick. I don't know if that's the right thing to do or not, but I'm doing it. I mean, the child is happy and claps their hands. Yeah, no, not all games were janky. But but when they were, Basically, I'm not so... The old conventions in the game don't bug me, so the jankiness is easier to swallow. Yeah, it's more effective with warding, without... Yeah. Also, the atmosphere is so well done. Oh God. It took me like 4 playthroughs of Pathologic 2 to feel quote unquote comfortable in plagued houses. And I still avoid them because they are not worth it. And they're just scary. Because getting the plague is really, really crappy. Nope. Was there another question? Yeah, exactly. I've been looking all over for you. I need you to tell you something. You're a doc, so it's your line of work. Well, what do you need? The works are idle, did you know? They say you've banned all the works. Why are they working in the tin workshop then? Who are they canning, huh? So they're free to work whenever they feel like it and we're supposed to starve? What are you talking about? And you claim to be in charge here. You don't know a thing. The works are closed off, right? Right. No benefits paid. We've got hunger pangs all over, but that's fine. We can see why. It's a sanitary measure and all equal for everyone. So why is the tin workshop working? What do they produce there? The canned meat, that's what. So what we do now? Who are they canning? Each other? Beef is prohibited, all right? It makes sense. It's no good sending our infected meat all over the country, but if it's safe, why aren't we working? Silly rumors, nothing more. What makes you think the workshop is active? Don't you hear the noise when you walk by? Or do you think they're rolling cannonballs there? They are. Go home and wait for further instruction. Oh, no. I hate plagued houses in this one. I've been into a couple. And each time I was like, forget this crap. I'm not staying here. That's a doll. And there's a Spitty.
Yes.
Yeah,
Is it really that deadly?
just going into the
Yes,
house
it is.
and hearing that sound makes me go, no. That the music change makes me go, no. And I really like that because if the way they present them is good enough that I was scared in both games. Please touch me. Do I have a fever? How about I don't touch you? You do. I can feel it from here.
It's
That's
better not
funny.
to ask. Silence is golden.
Do you know anything about how the disease is transmitted? I know everything. So? The infection goes straight to the head. It talks to you a bit with its little inner voice. Oh, that smile. And thus moves in completely for a while. The tenant is rather troublesome. The body makes for a lousy lodging. It breaks apart all too easily. So the disease leaves it and moves along to find someone else. Poetry aside, it sounds plausible. Who said anything about poetry? You're missing the point. It doesn't touch the next person, so long as it's comfortable with the current one. said it goes to the head. What do you mean? It listens to your thoughts, peeks inside you, takes a nice look and moves in. But the check-in only happens after a very short and crucial interview. It only move in if it fancies you. Otherwise, you may keep on with your plain, boring life. But making it fancying you is easy. It doesn't really discriminate, as you can see. Did it speak to you too? I think it did. It's just that I was unlucky. Engaging up. My condolences.
There's a hole under my heart.
That doesn't sound good. You're concealing runaway butchers in this very house, Spitty. Well, crucify me. What is this about? Running more errands for the Ogemskis? No. This time I've come of my own accord. I need your help. Well, I gotta hear that. Why on earth would the wise serpent seek anyone's help? I need the tissue of a sand plague victim. It can only find dead victims in the infected houses. Since you appear to be alive, you have never entered a single one of them. You will have 5 to 10 minutes if you do. Then the infection strikes, with expected results. Perhaps you can find a single runaway that would agree to help. What would he want in return? Perhaps I could find a lot of runaways that would agree to help, if only I asked them to. And the same me will ask you for a favor then. Would you do me one? I will. Go ahead and speak. You're influential with Ogemski. Use that influence. Tell him to stop persecuting the runaways. It's no longer a revenge situation, but he's still all too eager. Takes the guy quite some time to calm down, huh? Anyway, if he swears to leave alone the butchers that are now outside the termitary, I'll talk 3 runaways into risking their lives. It's not like they have anything to lose anyway. I'll try. Big Vlad. They have no great regard for human life. It seems 3 lives were given in exchange for Ogemski's promise to cease persecuting the runaway tradesmen. Okay. I just love looking up in the corner and seeing my health. Hey, dude. Let's barter. I think he's got jaundice. His eyes are scary yellow. Or it's just the, way the game's rendered. One of the two. Oh, that just makes me think of my mom's weird and creepy superpower. Which is, if you're gonna die in the next year, my mom can tell you how long you have to live. As a general rule. And she is rarely off unless there's some medical miracle. Heck, one time right before her high school reunion, she saw a guy she hadn't seen since high school. She looked at him, and he was like, oh God, he's gonna die in the next 3 days. He died in 2.5. So that's kind of a creepy superpower my mom has. Ooh, boots. Short boots for a short man. The material is a good repellent. Protect the feet and ankles from contact with infected surfaces. Provides no protection against blows and rat bites. Well, that's a shame. Guess I'll grab more drapery, too. It's not worth anything to you, nor is that. Alright. Alright, I've got that. Clothes. Boots. Alright. Okay. I know my way out of here, I think. And on to the other side of the road. 6 minus 2 is 4 p.m. Also, I apologize to anybody who is not from the U.S. and thus actually runs on a 24-hour schedule. Yeah, we did. Hey, maybe we'll have a death and rebirth. All right. Whee. Hey, kid. Got any bullets? No, not the kind I want. Hey, kid. Got any schmouters? Alright. Nope. Got a second gold ring out of nowhere. How the heck does that happen? Does a strange rat dude talk to your mom? Sometimes. No, not that I know of. What it comes down to is my mom worked in a nursing home for a very long time. She actually specifically chose to work in a nursing home because a lot of times it's not uncommon, especially back in the 80s, for nursing home nurses to be the nurses who weren't good enough to work in a hospital. With some few exceptions, like my mom purposely went because she thought they deserved the best care they could get. Or my mom's really close friend, who is actually why my nickname is Beth, because of a joke she started. Miss Cloud lost her job because she was laid off because they didn't need any more nurses. They had too many nurses in the hospital, which if you know anything about hospital staff, that never happens. But because she found out she had a disease that would one day cost their insurance, and the insurance they had for their employees didn't want to ever have to pay for it because she had a genetic disease. But so my mom has seen a lot of people at different stages of dying, so she just knows by looking at people. She can just tell. Yeah, that is really nice. I was like, is that what's going on? At first I thought I was getting robbed because I don't trust like that. The game being generous? Pfft, forget it. Nope. Yeah, I'm like, loose change. Nice. I'm like, I know I just talked to that one, but I'm also like, ugh. I just want to make sure. Like, are you sure you don't have a schmouter, little girl? Oh, I did. Confidential notation written on your recommendation, sent for approval. Annotation for patrolman couriers executors, and sanitary personnel. In order to prevent panic, this annotation is classified, and contents should be under no circumstances disclosed to the civilian public. The disease is incurable. There is no vaccine, neither here nor in the capital. However, there are few positive facts. The probability of contracting the disease is significantly lower for someone who has taken immune system stimulants. As of now, we believe that A pills and B pills, yellow-colored and blue-covered pills respectively, provide the best protective effect. Excessive doses of these medications may be detrimental to one's health. Additional protection is afforded by synthetic clothing, while garments are strictly off-limits parasites. The clothing should be changed as often as possible. Important, the disease develops sporadically. At its initial stage, it does not progress in any significant way, especially if antibiotics are taken. However, if contact with the infection reoccurs, the development of the disease may become extremely rapid. Fourth, the disease is not transmuted by means of droplet infection. As of now, we've yet to find out how it is contracted. Preliminary tests suggest the disease is not contagious at early stages. Therefore, there's no need to isolate the sick person immediately after the appearance of symptoms. Sorry, I'm doing like that Lisa Simpson stare into the abyss thing, going, oh God, no. The executors. In consideration of your particular line of work, we believe that you will not be able to avoid infection. If you have contracted the disease, do not give in to despair, though it would have happened sooner or later anyway. Try your best to conserve infection at its initial stage. Take antibiotic medicine. Consider using schmouters. They're extremely dangerous, but they help curb the infection. This is not good. Academic. Written on your recommendation set for approval. Addressed to the townspeople. Attention all citizens. Following the outbreak of a lethal disease commonly known as sand plague, sand pest, and sand dirt, the town authorities hereby declare a state of emergency. The disease is extremely contagious. There is still ongoing research as to how the disease is transmitted. Cases of contact and droplet infection have been confirmed. There are currently no vaccine solutions in town, and none are to be expected before the regular train arrives. Please be extra careful. The townspeople are forbidden to leave their house unless under special instruction. Remember, the possibility of infection is much lower for those who stay indoors. The citizens are advised to sterilize their household wares, boil their clothing, and exterminate as many vermin as possible. Do not panic. Medics, couriers, and executors will take care of mail delivery, as well as the distribution of drinking water, provisions, and medicine. Requests should be written down and slid under the door for couriers to collect. The address was composed on the instructions of Bachelor Dunkolsky and ratified by the state of emergency town Governor Alexander Saburov. It is compulsory to find the advice herein. Oh, boy. No, that's not what I wanted. I want Q. Okay. I'm going to save here because I'm about to talk to Vlad.
This girl is dangerous. Very dangerous.
We know.
No one can resist her.
The Skinners. Yes. That was the one nasty day, wouldn't you agree? You're in charge of the hospital now, aren't you? We're already starting it. Do you want to know more? Is that the reason why you came? Yes, please tell me what measures you have taken. Do you think we ought to report to you, my dear doctor? Although there's nothing to hide, our town has no suitable buildings. Someone suggested we found a hospital in an abandoned house, but the conditions... What about the conditions? Turned out to be very tricky to provide the patients with water. You may not have been told about it, but the water supply has been blocked and partially destroyed. Rumor has it that the water intake and even the river are already contaminated. Barrels are the only source of drinking water right now. Where are the patients taken to? The cemetery, dear doctor. The mortality rate is absolute. You're supposed to know that better than anyone, including me. The dying need only water and morphine, sometimes vodka too. They can depart to the better world painless then. Be so kind as to do the following. Check every warehouse and every store that may still have medicine left. Confiscate anything you find. I'll check what we have in stock and choose the appropriate remedies. It's not a trivial task, Doctor. Which is why I have to resort to your personal power and the opportunities it provides.
Many a mickle makes a muckle. There's no hurry.
I'd like to offer you a bargain. It has to do with your fugitives. Oh, come now. To my mind, there's nothing to discuss here. However, a good bargain always catches my attention, so... I want you to stop pursuing them. What do you want in return? What's in it for you? I need the right that this caste seems to possess. They will dissect bodies for me. I see, yes. This is a respectable motivation. A single butcher would suffice for this. No, he won't. It's a dangerous and complicated task that will require many hands. Oh, come now. Any cutthroat could help you then. Try to make a deal with Bad Grief's bandits. That's the loss no one of them's ever going to grieve about. And they're definitely knife happy. The rights of the kin and our own traditions mean nothing for them. In that case, I think I know a person of dubious reputation who will help me. I mean the son of Barak, who's managed to clear himself of one charge, only to get accused again. Immediately. Wait a minute. I think we can find a different agreement. I'm listening. Let me see. I know what I'm going to ask as payment for my butchers. It's a unique resource you own. One that I will never get my hands on. What is it? Your influence with the Canes. I'll cease to pursue the butchers if Gregory ceases pursuing young Barak. He isn't guilty. He has an airtight alibi against all charges, which I'm willing to confirm. Let them leave him alone, agreed? Why do you care for Isidore's son so much? We have a common goal. I see. So you're saying he's completely innocent, right? Indeed, indeed. And I'd rather you convinced Reuben that young Barak has nothing to do with Isidore's tragic death. The thick-headed Reuben is the last one who still needs convincing anyway. The boy might be labeled a patricide, as if he hasn't had enough. You do see Reuben from time to time. I know that. I'll pass your words to Reuben. I haven't finished yet. Apart from that, I wish they stopped torturing me about the termitary. I'm tired of repeating that it's clean. That's why it was closed in the first place. You know what? You've just suggested an excellent idea to me. How about this? You stop the persecution, and I'll kindly spare the Canes my opinion on what's going inside the termitary. For goodness sakes, if you put it like this, yes, certainly, certainly. I was going to, well, it's no matter. Now that the Skinners is infected, you just like the crude sprawl before it, you have my word as a merchant. The thing is, I know you as a man of honor. Damn it. I'm glad we have an agreement, Bousavard. The word of a merchant provides a reliable assurance. Cute. Olgemski has become strangely pliable. Apparently, he is mostly troubled by the termitary. It has become a kind of Achilles' heel to him. It's interesting to note that he asked me to solicit for young Burak as he stands accused before the Canes. Could it be that something is wrong here? Okay. Alright, I guess I'll properly save this conversation. I guess that means I'm back to Aspitis. Her hospice. She's so charitable, you know? I don't know why I said that at all like that. If I talk to you, dude? No. Wait, inventory. Doesn't say if it's fully loaded, and I hate that. Money! I don't think hunger raises as fast as it does in Pathologic 2. That may just be in my head. Okay. Yeah, I know how to get there. Oh. I heard a weird noise, and then I remembered my roommates are playing Among Us. Which, from what I gathered, is an advanced game of werewolf or mafia. Which I've only ever played person to person. Okay, I have to go around this way. Oh god, you and your creepy walk, dude. Like, why do you make such long strides? Nope. That's a Spitties, I think. No, it's not. I'm going the wrong way. No, I am going the right way. I'm just not quite there because it's a different building. I've noticed that a lot of buildings are different in the... that house people tend to be more gray. But that may not be completely accurate. Oh, good job on me. Just... Alright.
Lies always turn out to be true. Lies always turn out to be true.
That's an interesting thing to say.
Pins are sticking out of the pores of my skin.
Yes, that's what I can tell. It's like similar parts but put together differently. And I know there are different solutions. at least for the Haruspex route, but they're currently writing the Bachelor's route, at least according to a translation with an interview with the team. And they didn't do the Bachelor's right away, or Clara's, because of money. Because, you know, money's important in production, these kind of things. Big Vlad agrees. He swore that from this point on, not a single runaway in town would be killed on his orders. Proof? It's already done. Orders have been issued for Sabrov's patrolmen and Olgemski's men, sealed and delivered. Fine, then. I'll send 3 butchers to infected Skinners. They'll be waiting for you there if they manage to find a dead body, cut it, and survive to see you, that is. Follow them in an hour. They may die before you reach them, so waste no time. Why do you want them to split? That enhances the chance of success, doesn't it? Also, these butchers I fancy the least. I say, I strongly advise you conduct reconnaissance before you go into the infected district. Prepare for a field trip well. Rumor has it that the place leaves you less chances than a mincing machine would. The patrolmen guarding the infected houses have already consumed half the confiscated drugs. Thank you, Aspiti.
Is it really that?
Alright, Q. The Skinner's district is contaminated. I hope that one of 3 butchers that Aspiti dispatched there is able to return with a suitable specimen. There is no time to procrastinate. Alright. And let us save. I'm guessing that's the Skinners? Suppose it is. Yeah, I am too. I really want to know how he turns out. He's just... I know in the Haruspex route, he just ends up being so... I don't know, pitiful? Like, he feels like, in some ways, a broken man. And I think I get it, but everybody... A lot of people survived that wouldn't have otherwise. Hey, you want to trade with me, weirdo? Come on, let me talk. Okay, you. Nope, nothing. Oh, I can barter with him! Oh! Ammo and meat. Yes. Well, I don't have enough for that, so... Yeah, I don't want to pull out a gun in front of them. That would seem a bit rude. Wow, I don't like this at all. The infected areas are strictly off limits. Keep out. I've been granted emergency powers. You must have been informed by the governor. I'm Bachelor Denkovsky. Yes, sir, we were, sir. I apologize. Better safe than sorry. Come through, but keep in mind, sir, they're all crazed, mad, and insane in there. Possessed. If they attack you, go ahead and run anywhere. But do not kill them. We have to intervene and beat you with an inch of your life, for they are innocent and in pain. So they're going to attack me, but not you? How in the world does that work? Well, you as Doc. We patrol people have nothing to offer them but good old low blow on the head, and we won't let them out. They tried to escape. There's no denying that. They did. We taught them a lesson, though, and we're protected, too, thanks to you. Protected? Yes, sir. They've distributed them pills among us, told us 'twas on your orders, told us they're very much good remedy to invigorate the body, but bad for the heart. And they make it so that your blood doesn't curdle no more, but rather fills them veins, making them bursty and thus shabby. Am I saying it right? You seem to be describing cardiovascular disease, in which case you're correct, yes. Alright. I just don't like standing here. But okay, I don't know if that's enough to help me at all. I've heard it's not really, but you know. Oh, these ambient noises. I hate this. I hate this so much. Oh, screaming faces, go away. I do not like you screaming faces. That's a butcher. That villain? To chop up a lad like that, he must know his trade well. Ugh. Dressing carcasses and likes. Look over there. They're carrying the body with all the cuttings. Where to? To the cemetery. Where else? For proper burial. Why do you ask, sir? It's me. It's you who have to report to me, volunteer, not the other way around. The body that the butcher had cut open was taken to the cemetery. Yay, I get to leave this cesspit. I don't like this. Also, I hope that wine wasn't too annoying, but it crawled out from deep in my soul. I hate plague. I hate plague. Yeah. I took them because I didn't know what I was going to face there, and I didn't get far before something happened. I'm like, oh, I thought there would have been little red handprint, because I figured out the red handprints are main quests. The white ones are side quests. Now. Can I go around this way, maybe, to get to the... That's a quick way around. Moo! It's a little moo head. Well... I don't have any blood for you, sorry, Roots. Oh boy. Is that the graveyard? It looks kind of graveyardy. That looks like a railroad. And you should never do this. Ever, ever, ever. Just telling you. You should always stop, look both ways, and then cut through the tracks. Also listen, because sometimes you can't see them in time. Don't tell me they burned him. Anything I can help you with, good sir? Was this body brought from an infected district? Yes, we're preparing it for burial. What's in it to you? No questions. Did Governor Sabaroff forget to inform you of my mandate? Governor Sabaroff? Governor Sabaroff is not my commanding officer. I'm a volunteer. Do you get that, Doctor, or do I need to spell it out for you? Perhaps we can spark... Oh, boy. Yeah. Oopsies. Yeah, apparently the big men with fists hurt. And I said the wrong thing, I'm guessing. Oops. Am I in the right place? Yeah, I think it was down here or the other way. Oh, I hate that sound. Yes. Alright, so don't bring up Sabaroff to that guy. I guess. Ugh. Everybody in this game is so testy. They just can't tell that I have the most superior of superior intellects. And give me no respect. Is that the right thing to say? Oh. They just really wailed on me fast. Man, I'm really enjoying this game. I just really am. Like, I just got the tar beat out of me, but I kind of deserved it. You know? And I don't know, maybe there's something weird about me, because even the people who really like it, this game, you know, don't call it fun. But I'm having fun. Because it's just, there's so, every little bit I get to explore and learn more, and that's just my shit, my jam. You know? It's what I live for. Okay. Before I get to them, I'm gonna save properly. So that if they kill me again, I can just start over again. I need it for my work. Ain't that right? Well, doctor's work's vital work, all right. It's not like you're the body snatching for fun, right? You're working in the interest of the public. Spot on. 10,000 money, and it's yours. You out of your mind? I'm not gonna offer it twice. You will give it to me, since that is my order, and by the name of Governor Sabaroff. Governor Sabaroff. Governor Sabaroff is not my commanding officer. I'm a volunteer. Do you get that, Doctor, or do I need to spell it out for you? Yeah, it's a very different kind of fun. Okay, I guess I need the money. Oh, I love that drawing of the dog head. It's so cute. It's got a little Doberman face. Eye. Do you say 1,000 or 10,000? Oh boy. I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. It's like, do you think that kind of money grows on trees right now? Yeah, okay, it's 10,000. I was afraid of that. I'm like, is there a way to do this that's easy? Probably not. I'm guessing I need to give him the bribe. Great, I just bought things. Instead of hoarding it like a sane person. Like a sane person. Ha! Yeah, there's a shop down here. See if it can give me decent money. If not, I don't know. Look for another shop. Hi, lady. Yeah, I'm almost there. Why are you so creepy? Okay. I don't need this stuff. No. Do not be dumb, Beth. Okay, that's something. Something more. And I can trade for more of those, I think. I hope. Well, that's a start. Yeah, that's fair. I think I'll work my way over that way. See if I can trade people for stuff that's sellable. F5. What's down here? I guess I can't. Can I use it on this? Inventory. Well, that seemed to go nowhere. Over here is stuff. Where is somebody to trade for stuff? That's fine, no problem with that. I'm on coffee right now. Either for my betterment or worsement, or whatever you want to think about it. It's like everybody I could trade with has just disappeared. I want to trade things so that I can sell them. Thank you. Thank you, game. I miss... You listen to my... Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. You. And 2. 1, 1. Yes, nice. Thank you. It's gonna be good for something. Ooh, 10 rubles or whatever currency they're using. I'm guessing it's that because I have no clue. I guess I could try to raid a house in the infected district, but no. Just no. I'm not going to. Oh, you've got fresh meat. But I must, unfortunately. I'm getting better prices from you. No, that price is shit. That's something, but not. I don't want to sell a schmouter. Shotgun ammo. Oh, game. You are a harsh mistress. What time is it, game? Well, I got some time to wiggle around here for this. Oh boy. Now. Oh goody. That's nice. My revolver is full of money now. Money. It's full of stuff. Bullets. You're a worthless man. I won't even bother. Ah, children. Pathologic's version of a drugstore is children. I'm sure that's useful, but I don't have enough to trade you with. Okay. 3, 4. Yes. Nope, nothing. Hey, kid. Nope. Oh, you don't have anything. There's a little girl over here. Maybe she has some medicine I can sell. So that seems to be giving me good trade-offs. And I'm not selling my schmouter if I can. 2. Thank you, kiddo. Rations. Guess I'll go this way. Maybe I'll see somebody else to trade with for something sellable. Oh, when did it come to this? The game's like, hey, you need money. Go trade with little children for medicine. Sell it for money. Then you can get a hold of this man's organs. Yay. Okay. And you're like, yay, organs. Nice. Alright. Well, that gets me somewhere. Fudge it. Finally, I got the money. Jeez. Thanks, game. Ugh. That was a bit of a headache. Now I have no medicine. Or bandages. Or anything else I need. Because I traded and sold it. Oh, good. You do have revolver ammo. I want that. And I have nothing to trade with you. Is this the right way? It will get me where I need to go. And I can trade with this fine gentleman who enjoys his liquid refreshments. Nope. Okay, is this the way to go? This, I guess, is this way then. And through there, that's how I go. Okay. Yeah, I got this. From that angle, it was a little more obtuse for me. I will check if this has anything I need. It does not. There we go. Let us go to talk to these ruffians. Show them what's what with money. Because, you know, money makes everything go smoother in life. Okay, I can enter through this way. I will say that kind of jankiness right there, getting caught on doorways and stuff, and geometry of the game, that's been a thing for a long time. That's just old video games. Yes. Deal. Aye. Yes, corpse blood. The blood must be analyzed. Although the current conditions make any thorough analysis impossible, there's a high chance that it contains a sample of the harmful microorganism. Oh, is that for this guy? Okay, so, quest though. Now what? Wait, was I supposed to find more bodies like this? Crap. Maybe so. I guess I'll look. Great, back into affected areas, because apparently that's not enough. Hunger and exhaustion. Oh great, it's raining. Honestly, the rain looks like when your TV was bad and you're getting bad reception. I mean, it works for the effect. Ruben was talking about a sample, but I've got one sample, but it still says stuff about, like, body that the butcher had cut open was taken to the cemetery. I went to the cemetery. I got the corpse blood. So I'm guessing maybe I need to check out the other 3. That is my guess. Yes, I do want that. Yay, go ahead. Punch him in the back of the head. Boy, are you heroes. Screw you. Hell no, you're not getting closer to me, dude. No, I know there were 3 butchers, so I'm wondering if I need to find out what happened to the other butchers. Why aren't you nice? You look like a flasher about to flash me. Just wanted to say that. Well then. You stay on that side, I'll stay on this side. Screw you! Yeah, I think it is, but I'm like, Gonna take a quick looky around. If I don't see any more butchers, I am just... Nope. You can't get me, rat. Screw you. Ah! I'm afraid of a rat. I'm running in terror from a rat. When will this rat give up? Nope, it's biting at me still. Like a rat, come on. Nowhere near where your home is. Why? And you look like a horrible gopher, not a rat. I just hope you were aware of that. I really don't want to shoot a rat. It seems overkill. I guess I could punch it. Okay. I was getting sick of that. Yeah, if I need more than one, I can go back on my save a bit. Alright. I think I know the best way to get there. Yeah, take that, rat face. They honestly, though, they look more like gophers, or it's probably their size and how they're sausagey. Yep. Thunderbolt, lightning, very, very frightening things. Galileo. Thank you. I feel like I've adapted okay-ish to the fighting. It's just one of those things that... my biggest problem is actually staying long enough to do the attack animation because I instinctively want to back up before then. Ah, there's Ruben. I'm immature. Anyway.
I'm on my last legs. I can't take it anymore.
Finally, the operation is a success, I hope. That depends on the result. The microscope is at your service, colleague. May you be the first to make the discovery. Much obliged. I love the jerboas. They're actually native to that area? What am I supposed to do? Oh wait, I know. Settings. Yeah, the jerboas have jump scared me so many times. It's stupid. But yeah, the area where this is supposed to take place, jerboas are native, and they're a lot cuter. Unless you see one of their actual skeletons, which I have because I have to check everything, and their skeletons look really bizarre. Sneak. Oh, that's... Okay. How am I supposed to zoom in? Am I... Am I supposed to do something here? Okay, that's it. I'll be right back for a second, because I'm going to figure this out. I'm like, I don't know the controls. They don't give me anything. I'm not sure what I have to do. And I think looking up a weird eocentric control scheme for a video game is not strange. Or cheating. Logic. Bachelor. Alright. Day 3. Come on. Yeah. Okay. That didn't tell me what I have to do. Okay. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, you think I just look at them then talk to Ruben? Well then, we'll do that. So, I look. I'm so short compared to...
blessed fool is making the rounds of the local rabble.
So what did you see there? Everything's dead. The dead tissue would not allow the microbial culture to survive. We might have tried to force the bacteria to reproduce. The problem is, there's no bacteria left. The culture has perished. Thank you. No, I have no idea how or what it is. I know it's like V or something, but I don't know where the plague scope is. This is bad. Quite the opposite, colleague. This is outstanding. What we've discovered allows us to suggest that the sand pest does not linger in dead bodies. As soon as it kills an infected person, it leaves. It needs warm blood rich in oxygen to survive. How do you think the bacterium kills, Bachelor? It causes massive contamination of the blood. In doing it overloads the cardiac muscle. In all likelihood, the infected suffer a stroke. That is something we didn't know before. So in order to acquire a potent living microbial culture, we need to get our hands on a still beating heart. This is borderline absurd. We can start to research your vaccine, though. Don't you have that unique source of yours? Oh, that's nice. I do. I'm hoping in Pathologic 2, then, that he kind of just has gadgets and it's like, I don't know, a plague doctor version of Batman or something. That'd be fun. In any case, our work must no longer be delayed. Not after the new hope today has brought. What does this mean? Firstly, it suggests something as simple as a house walls might provide a certain level of protection. Secondly, that the killer's life cycle is very short. Therefore, there is a natural restriction on how fast the disease can spread. As soon as the infection kills whoever it carries, it dies. This means the disease can be fought? Yes, there is hope. Although the enemy is invisible and ubiquitous, it is far from invulnerable. We have found at least one weakness. Cute. The tissue extracted from the corpse did not contain the microbes. It had perished together with the host. I've come to the conclusion that it may be possible to curb any spreading of the disease. Full isolation will be essential. Mere walls, perhaps, may offer some kind of protection. Glass walls, in particular. Right? That would be fun, you know, since it's obvious that the Haruspecs and the Changelings Rout are both supernatural in tone. That it would only be correct that Dankovsky uses gadgets or uses his lab equipment, or finds a semi old-timey way of taking samples or studying things, I think. Because I know they said the gameplay is going to be very different, which only makes sense. They're very different people. So to do something with healing people or studying the disease in a different way would be fun. Now, I think I'm going to finish this day fully. Okay. P. And did I save this properly? I don't know. I'm going to save it properly. With an ox-drawn Batmobile. Oh, God. Now I'm just thinking, Haruspecs going, you're not putting a yoke on me. But I'm just weird. Alright. But I think if there is anything to know about me, it is that I am a bit strange at times. I will wait on eating. Just a little longer. Would you like me
I
to
used
reveal
to
the
go
secret
out
of
in the
a
night,
miraculous remedy for the sand
only
plague?
to be found someplace new in the morning.
It's dangerous, mind you. I'm all ears, Victoria. Have you ever seen antique boxes with chalky or bluish powder inside? It has already fossilized in some of them. Have you heard the powders dubbed schmouters sometimes? Tell me. No, probably not. Tell me. I'm eager to hear this story from someone as honest and reasonable as you appear to be. The powders are secret remedies that some people have been keeping since the first outbreak. Before it all started, one boy, his name was Crowfoot, he died later, inspired the children to play Epidemic. They were making these powders. Wait. What is the first outbreak? 5 years ago, a terrible disease broke out and engulfed several houses in the crude sprawl. They burst into it in a blink of the eye, like dry paperwood. Every single inhabitant was infected immediately. Almost all of them died, except for several children, who were courageous enough to take the powders. So what's so special about these powders? Some children stole various drugs for their game. They chose the prettiest ones, of course. They then crushed the pills in a mortar, mixed them, and wrapped the mixtures into fresh leaves of fragrant steppe swervy for safekeeping. Why did they choose this very herb? Swervy does indeed have healing properties, but it's not the point, of course. Beaker's brothers, for example, didn't wrap their powders at all. It was they who introduced the fashion of using antique boxes. The effects of their remedies was the same. Where are these powders now? All over the place. Some are stored in caches in houses where the children used to play infirmary. The powders were lethally dangerous, you see. If anyone was to take that much drugs, it would damage their health horribly. But the children begged to differ, like they always do. They helped once. So what if they do so again? Is the line of reason. I think I can see where they're coming from. I would have done the same. In all honesty, I'm burning with curiosity and greed. Some of them undoubtedly helped. They poison the body, true, but they also poison sand dirt out. I have no idea how it works. Perhaps there are antibiotics in the mixtures. Others are indeed lethal, and every single one of them is extremely detrimental to your health. I have no doubt about that. The thing is, the kids were recently reminded of one of the catches. They pried it open, and now they cannot wait to test the acquired powders in an infected district. Loafer Speaker's younger brother has already gone to do the testing, the fool. Where exactly? To the Silent House, I believe. That's where the infection began to spread in the first place. And besides, it's connected to this terrible man-eater story. Children are always attracted to horror stories. All in all, I think you can stop them. If you ban the game, they'll listen to you. You are a celebrity doctor, after all. So, they have a whole cache of these powders stocked there, huh? They have probably only taken a few, but they know the places. So they would continue getting more and getting poisoned again and again. It's a lottery. No one can remember which powder is which, what the recipe was. It's a be cured or die situation. All right, we'll drag Loafer out of this, and perhaps I'll find a use for the powders too. Q. Off to battle went the boy. Capella requested I find the little boy who ran off to the infected district. She wants me to take the schmouter from him. It is reasonable to assume that the child is to be found somewhere close to the Silent House. Which is the Silent House? I'm like, Silent House? What does that mean? Is that Isidore's place? I think it's Isidore's place. Oh. Oh, wait. Thinking. Sticky mentioned a silent house, too. Maybe it's near Sticky's house. I don't know. We'll find out here in a moment. Why doesn't it tell me if that's Sticky's or not? Oh, because that's Sticky's house. Okay. Well, I don't have much time left. Yeah, I figured that. But, you know, kids in this game, and I'm like, Like, I know the kids are just acting like kids. Still a little frustrating. If you don't mind me saying, you scared the crap out of me, dude. Oh, is it getting time? Oh, I got a bone necklace. It's about time for muggers to start showing up. Maybe. I might not have time to do this quest, but I'm going to. Try. Also, Capella, if you want to protect the kids, you should have just, like, messaged me. Okay, you're safe. Ish. Ditto for you. Honestly, right now, I hate the lightning. I'm more afraid of muggers, because I've died to them more. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. No, you don't. And neither do you. Hey, dude. I've got business here. I'm looking for dumb children. I'm being hunted. By people with the plague. And I hate it. Yay! Oh, stay away from me. That looks like a child. No, that does not look like a child. It looks like a jackass. Oh, please don't tell me I have to go in houses. Because I really don't want to do that. I'm like, every time I get somewhere around here, I'm like, save. I'm like, how am I to know if a house is the silent one? And none of them make noise. Oh, goody. So that'll make my life a little safer-ish. There's the kid. You idiot. Ouch. Loafer? Uh-huh, that's me. And how do you know me? Victoria told me. Capella knows I'm here? Gah, look. Could you tell her I didn't go anywhere and you just randomly bumped into me here? Or better still, not over here but over there by the river. I will if you leave at once and give me the schmouter. I've been told that this place is where this, sort of tongue comes out of the ground. A tongue made of dirt lumps, like made of thick air. You're standing on the exact spot, sir. Give me the box. I'll test it myself. Oh, actually, you seem to be right. I do have a fever. Let me take the schmouter, will you? Run back to your crowd and tell them I've banned the test since schmouters are deadly rather than curative. I'll testify that you stood your ground until the very end. All right, I suppose I'm in no position to argue, but will you confirm what really happened here, right? If anyone asks? Give me the box already, will you? I don't like the prospect of you poisoning yourself. What the hell was that? I'm infected. That didn't work. Alright, what's the fastest way out of here, okay? Because, holy shitballs, this sucks. Okay. Capella requests I find the little boy who ran off to the infected district. She wants me to take the schmouter from him. It's reasonable to assume that the child is to be found somewhere close to the silent house. Apparently, I have no other choice but to test the schmouter myself. That was not fun. Okay. One of these days, I'll learn not to left click. I think I'll leave it at that. I'm not gonna instantly die now. Well, no thanks. Is that how it goes? Just saved your... Science. Science. And it's not a capital science unless you lift your finger up as you say it, pointing up to the sky. Just a pro tip. Is this the right way? It's right enough. Bye, dude. Oh, boy. Okay. God, they have a creepy... I really do not like the drunks' looks. I'm just gonna say it aloud. I hate it. Okay. Am I gonna talk... I guess I have to talk to Capella now? Hopefully I've got enough time to make it to her before the end of the day. I mean, I'm getting there at a good clip. Yeah! I
used to go out in the night only to be found someplace new in the morning.
Cool thing. I found the boy. Is everything all right with him? He's not sick, is he? He's not. He was lucky. I'll find the caches as soon as possible and retrieve the poison. Thank you. You seem to be planning to test them out on yourself, or am I mistaken? I already have. Apparently the one I got was efficient. Next time, you'll not be so lucky. We'll see. Schmouters are extremely detrimental to one's health, but they do eradicate the infection. Is it a mere coincidence, or did the children compound a cure? We will never find out. Yes. Look at this.
Do you know anything about the disease?
Yeah. Victoria, what has your father been up to lately? Executing the orders of our new governor. What a disgrace. Using your name as an excuse, Sabroff has ordered my father to organize an isolation ward, a hospital, and something else at his own expense. I hope my father treats you well. I'm afraid it might be I who mistreats him. If anything goes wrong, do tell me. My father is truly a miserable man. Can you imagine how heavy the burden of his responsibility is? He is in charge of the lives of several thousand people. I'm also responsible for the lives of several thousand people now. Let us hope that your father will support me out of mutual respect, if nothing else. Of course he will. You must know already that our family used to be very rich. I happened to find out that almost all of our resources went to the capital to bribe the officials and obtain drugs. Do not be too harsh on him. Oh, Vlad, way to go. Quite the contrary. I respect his actions and choices, and I appreciate it that you love your father so much.
Yes?
Tell me, when is your father planning to unlock the termitary? Not until the specialized medicine arrives. Several thousand people live there. They cannot be allowed to get infected. Do your visions confirm it? It's naive to assume that visions allow me to see through walls. It's not an eye lens. A vision is like a ball of various temperatures. Information crawls inside you through the spinal cord. It's not even articulated. So, everyone in the termitary is fine. It's known for a fact that no one gets sick in the polyhedron. Not a single person has left it since the very beginning of the epidemic, and now the children are notifying their parents that they're all in good health. The parents themselves are begging the children to stay inside. Can you honestly swear to me that it's the same with the termitary? I really hope so. Father knows what he's doing. All right.
Father has been avoiding me lately. Strange.
Awesome. I feel like I've done a lot today. By the way, I knew to go to her because I was looking to try to see that, and it said something about another, quest was there. M. And now I will go to the theater. By the time I get there, I should be, it should be almost midnight. Oh, I was just like confused for a second. Tab. Okay, my gun just doesn't work now. Or does it not have bullets? Great. Yeah, I think I'm out of ammo.
The day is over. Your timely efforts allowed your supporters to remain unharmed. A new mime performance is being rehearsed at the theater.
So,
It stays away from dead bodies, disappearing from corpses without a trace. It's been established that you can outweight it if you're careful and discreet. The glass will keep the best, as it's supposed to.
what does it mean?
It means we have a fighting chance. The infectious agent only sticks to living matter and is repelled by dead surfaces. Those who remain indoors are more likely to survive. Scurrying and making a fuss means death. All in all, we can fight.
You self-serving jerk. You've got your own agenda, haven't you? You're always up for a fight. You just need an adversary. What about the people?
Hush, don't you get in his way. He seems to have a plan.
It's all wrong. It's no good at all.
Huh. That's very interesting. Yeah, I'm out of ammo. What is this tableau going to be? Huh. That's interesting. I don't know for sure what's going on. Huh. That's very interesting. No clue what's going on. Hey, Mark. Explain it to me.
It would be curious to take a look at Simon now.
Okay. He's gonna get you. Anyway, just looking around. I think my best bet at the moment is just run. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna grab a couple of things. Well, I think it's safe. You know. Watch me die soon. Actually, I think that's the first time I've gotten out of the theater and like not been immediately accosted by some mugger. Run, run, run. I need to sleep. And not get hit by anything painful. Like a knife. Oh, that will be a painful fall. I'm not doing that. Oh, I'm nervous at night. Okay, nobody that way. Okay. F5. F5. Oh! There's a lady walking about, waiting to get mugged. Boy, aren't you stupid. No, thank you. 'Cause I wouldn't be out here right now. Alright, a couple more things before I end the day.
My lacquer is cracking, see?
Lacquer? Oh! Lacquer is a nail lacquer. I got it. All hope is gone. I've set up a whole laboratory upstairs. I hope that's fine with you. I understand it can be rather annoying. No, nothing. Nothing at all. In any case, I won't be staying here much longer. What's that supposed to mean? Do you know why our cathedral remains empty? No. Why? It isn't a cathedral, actually. It was supposed to become a cathedral, yet for some reason it didn't. Sometimes I feel sad for it. Sad? Seriously? I could have been living next to a place where sacrament is performed daily. Cheer up, will you? Stop being depressed. If nothing else works, try to get some sleep. Or get drunk, at least.
Have you heard? They have started to distribute the experimental vaccine. There's too little of it, though.
That sounds familiar. All hope is gone. Hopeless forever. Why? Because I'm the Bachelor and I say so. And I know what I'm talking about, dude. Now. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna stick the schmouter in here for when I need it. Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, oh, you're such a bitch. Hi. Rations. I dropped an egg on the floor again. Yum. I don't know what I did with that, but okay. Yes, I shall sleep. I died of starvation. Gonna have to rethink that. That's pathologic, though, isn't it? Okay. I just really only want to save in a better spot than I was before. Is that too much to ask? Yes, yes it is. They're like, do you know what game you're playing? It's called Pathologic. You don't have food. You're worthless to me, lady. Sorry, that's mean, but it's true. Stupid schmouter killing me. Drugs. Yeah, I got a little more health. Rations. Wait, how did water give me damage? That's so weird. What am I doing? What is wrong? I don't know. I mean, I get it. Life sucks, but dude, game. Why did the water destroy my health? That's not what water does. I mean, I hope it's not. Neither of these sell meat, do they? Sell food, I don't think. Yeah. Okay, so 44%, 10%. I. Hopefully exhaustion doesn't get me this time. Did I give myself enough of a window? F5. Inventory. Drugs. Take the drug. Sleep. Okay, my health is going up. That's good. Well then. I guess I'm gonna have to wake up earlier than I thought. And with that, I'm going to save my game. And next time, I'm going And actually, tomorrow I will play Pathologic again. And I'm on day 4. I'm really excited. Right? Oh, God. But honestly, I think the punishment from dying in the original, in 2, is a very interesting concept. And I think it's one of the neatest features of the game. Or maybe I'm just a masochist. Who knows? I am playing Pathologic. Anyway, thank you so very much for being here. And I hope you guys have a wonderful night. See you guys later or even tomorrow. Bye. Yeah, it's a great mechanic.